Hello and welcome to this, what I hope is a brief video about introductions and conclusions under timed conditions. So I'm not talking about a piece of writing that you work on at home, in class, you take maybe a week or two to work on. I'm talking about a piece of analytical essay writing that you are doing in a time condition. So whether it's an IB exam, an AP exam, a final exam, even just an assessment that your teacher's giving you that you can't leave the room for. Let's talk about what's different. So here I have my little upside down triangle to give you the concept of how to write an introduction, but you're going to keep it as short as possible. The same three ingredients: a hook, a book summary, and a thesis statement. In a longer essay, with maybe 1,500 words or 2,000 words, you're going to write a longer hook where you're going to develop an idea over 2 or 3 sentences. You're going to summarize the book in 2 or 3 sentences and then write your thesis statement. So we're talking maybe 5 sentences, maybe 8 sentences total for the introduction. When you're under time conditions, you need to go as fast as you can. Why? Why fast in the intro? Because you're not making your money in the intro. The way you make your money, that's my phrase, is you're making it your body paragraphs, your analysis in your body paragraphs. You still have to have an intro, but it's okay if it's a little shorter under time conditions. So let's talk about our hook. I would like you to try to keep it to 1 sentence. 1 meaty sentence, maybe with a couple of clauses, but 1 sentence. So here's my example. The people, places, and things which we love are given more value than anything else in our lives, and we will wholeheartedly struggle against any power which might take them away. Okay. It's a statement that's general on the topic. My topic is love. I'm talking about love, and I'm talking about gender relationships. I was responding to a prompt for Midsummer Night's Dream. So a general statement on the topic, on the concepts of my essay, not talking about the book or the text yet. Keep it to 1 sentence. But notice it's kind of a fat sentence. There's a lot going on there. Next sentence, book summary, play summary in this case. I did do it in 2 sentences. Sorry. That's okay, but I did it short. In A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare, the women fight against the cruel and often misused authority of men, and they are motivated to rebel by the power of love. In the play, a young girl is forced by her father to marry a man she doesn't love, and the king of the fairies forces the queen to give him her adopted son. That's my book summary. I did it in 2 sentences. I sort of gave an overall summary, and then I got more specific. Notice that in my book summary, I mentioned the title and the author. And I'm summarizing not the parts, not the whole play, but the parts that really are going to relate to my essay. I'm going to talk about these parts, Hermia and Titania. I'm not going to be talking about the mechanicals, for example, so I didn't include them in my summary. So a very focused summary, very focused. You can practice this. If you don't know what your prompt is going to be for the essay that you're going to be writing, you're going to show up on the day and maybe have a couple prompts to choose from. Write your summary now. Write a couple different summaries. And then finally, we have our thesis statement. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, men frequently abuse their power over women, but love drives these women to fight back. Okay. Thesis statement, 1 sentence. Quick note, you may notice that I've underlined the title of the play. Ms. Griswold, in MLA style, don't we italicize the titles of plays? We do, but this is for a timed conditions essay, which usually means that you're writing by hand. And when we write by hand, it's very hard to italicize and make that obvious. So instead of italicizing, you underline. Okay, so here is my introduction. Keep it to 3 or 4 sentences max. If you can get the summary down to 1 sentence, do it. Sorry, I didn't have time. I was cutting it down and I was like, I'm just going to go with this. Okay, there's my introduction. Now we come to our conclusion. And if you look here in my little graphic, let me move my face. Normally, where's this going to go? How about I go down here? There we go. Normally, you would have 3 parts to your conclusion. The remix or restatement of your thesis, summarizing or a synthesis of your 3 body paragraphs, and then your final thought, your outro. We don't have time in a conclusion. Usually you're writing this conclusion in the last 3 to 5 minutes. You're going as fast as you can. You need to conclude, but it doesn't need to be as fleshed out. So what you're going to do is you are going to cut this synthesis of your body paragraphs or restatement or kind of echoing of some of your main points. If you look on the clock and you've got time and you can do it, great. Do it in a sentence or 2 instead of 1 for every body paragraph. So you want to remix your thesis and have some kind of outro. That's enough. Yes? Cool. Here's my example. Same idea, same essay. Even though women from A Midsummer Night's Dream, sorry, I italicized, I forgot to underline this one. Even though women from A Midsummer Night's Dream lack power or influence, they continually struggle against male authority to fight for the people they love. Though men might often hold authority over women in the past and the present, women can find their own power by recognizing. Okay, I want to change this. You guys are going to be with me on this for a second. I don't like that I said power twice. You know what? Work in progress. Oh no. Hold on. Exit slideshow. Okay. I think I'm still going. Let's hope I'm still going. Women can find by recognizing the value of their love and taking a brave stand to defend it. There we go. Boom. Let's hope you're still recording. I've lost my face. Okay? So we have just the thesis remix. That's this first sentence. And then I end with some kind of final thought or outro. Yeah? This will work. All right. There it is. Time conditions. Short intro, short conclusion. Put your time and energy into your body paragraphs. They're going to really affect your grade much more.